So my dear husband, who loves finding a good deal, stopped in again, brought me home the other floral kit and 2 boxes I didn't recognize, with a pair of much needed running shoes. I needed a good pair, so he bought me back part 1. So for those like me keeping track, I now have parts 1, 3, and 4. 15 balls of yarn. That's 480 meters of yarn. I'm super excited. Now it's time to look into the boxes. Okay, so these 2 boxes are amigurumi kits. Oh, I said it right. They are made by a company called the Nitty Critters Collection. A quick Google search comes up with a company from the UK. Alright, that is cool. I opened one up, and it's a kit for making a very plush unicorn named Sophia. This toy should stand about 35 centimeters tall approximately, or just under 14 inches. This kit comes with 2 plastic hooks, one 8mm and one 5mm. There is about 4 meters of black yarn, 200 grams of stuffing in 2 bags. It says to plump up before stuffing. Now, the yarn, okay, 3 balls of Bernay baby blanket. 2 are white and 1 very pretty multicolored one called Pitter Patter for the mane. Bright yellow, baby pink, turquoise, and white. 100% polyester. 3.5 ounce, 100 grams, 72 yards, and 65 meters. Looking at Walmart Canada and Mary Maxim, 220 yards, 201 meters is $13.77 at Walmart and $16.99 on sale for $14.99 at Mary Maxim. So, these balls are much bigger, so yes, a higher cost. Touching them, feeling how thick and soft these prices do make sense. This yarn is a super bulky weight 6, 8mm knitting and 8mm crochet hooks, machine wash and dry. So checking on the 2 main places to order this kit. If I wanted another one, Amazon.uk and Creative Crafting World, she goes for £29.99 sterling pounds, which converted to Canadian is $49.99 plus shipping and maybe customs. I got it for $5 whole, with every piece there, including the box it came in. My middle daughter loves unicorns. She is fully expecting to see this done for her by Easter. The second box is from the same company, so another sweet stuffy. Pretty much all the same items in the kit, only exception being the pattern and a longer piece of black yarn for details and the main yarn. This kit is for a giraffe named Jeffrey and is made with Bernat baby blanket called Little Sandcastles. This is the size of the ones at Walmart and Mary Maxim. This handsome fella goes for the same price as Sophia. And again, the whole kit cost us $5. My youngest didn't even see the pattern when she fell in love with the yarn. She doesn't like the other yarn. So now I have 2 more big projects to go done for Easter. This kit has been started and then frogged and then thrown back into the kit with frustration. So of course I have started this one. I totally understand why this person gave it up. The pattern is written as if you are an advanced crocheter, but it's aimed for at new to intermediate. To kick it all off, it's in UK terms, which does state, but that doesn't mean a person will really think about what that really means. Small example, double crochet in UK means single crochet, which totally slipped my mind on my first attempt. It started off with the 4 legs. It is heavily implied to make 1 leg at a time. For a newbie, not saying to cut here can cause confusion. Of course, my mother, with all her years behind her, figured that out. Helps she has done a few patterns in the UK terms over the years. I'm totally okay with her knowing and for it not clicking for me. She told me in the morning when I was showing her why the previous owner just gave up. We couldn't understand why someone would give up on such a cute pattern. Yes, the baby blanket is very different to work with. I like thinner yarns, 3 or 4 weights. Bulky 6 is like going to the moon. I have to adjust my tensions and just everything about how to make sure it looks good and will not leak out stuffing. Massive pet peeve of mine, leaking out stuffing. It's like the poor thing is bleeding to death. So I have adjusted a few things and made some minor notes in the pattern and finished up 3 of 4 legs. I prefer the magic ring over chaining and slip stitches. Once you get the hang of the plushness of the yarn, it is super snuggly. So, day 3 rolls around, and my mom goes to the thrift store. The only one in town, and it's within a short walk. She brought me home part 10, which is 5 linen colored skeins. Score! I love that color. So now we have about 640 meters to play with. My mom was able to score some vintage number 10 cotton threads for herself. One was a cotton acrylic in a minty green. Okay, so day 4 rolls around, and you know, I'm still thinking about this beautiful kit, and we're thinking maybe they're only putting out a few pieces at a time because they have a very limited amount of space. So my son wanted to go and to the local dollar store, and I convinced them to stop in. Sure enough, 3 more parts. 6, 7, 8. So now there are only 3 parts that I'm missing from the whole set. And now I'm thinking to myself, if I can get those last 3, should I just make the blanket? I mean, even if I don't like it, the experience of making such a cool blanket would be fun. And maybe it might grow on me a little bit. Might look good in my living room, or something we can just throw on the couch kind of thing. Or I could sell it. Who knows? I mean, it looks kind of fun to do. I'm just not sure if I want to go that way, but I'm kind of liking the idea of maybe collecting all the pieces for it, because that is kind of fun. Yeah, I've got quite a bit now. I'm really excited to check maybe next week, because they're closed for a few days. Maybe see if they have those last 3 parts. Hopefully I can get them. Okay, so for you, keeping track, 7 packs of this yarn at 32 meters a piece, 5 in each pack. That comes out to 1,120 meters. That's just over kilometers. So even if I don't get the other packs, that is enough for me to make something interesting for, well, me, which I might probably won't, because most of the time I make stuff for everybody else. But every so often I will make myself something fun, like a nice cardigan. I'm really leaning towards that because I think I'd really like that. But I'll give it some thought.